it's breakfast time.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, all of you. Good morning, lovely, lovely listeners. You're very, very welcome to another episode of What's on Your Mind. With me in the studio today is the DJ Val, who has a new name.
Yep, it's called Lamborghini Level.
All right. How are you all? We will try and remember that in addition to the many other aliases. Have you been? You keeping? How have you been?
I've been tuning in. It's breakfast time. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all also for tuning in. Hope you are all good. Where are you tuning in from? Thank you so much for all of you telling me where you were tuning in from last week. Somebody was making, I think it was Beckett or Allison was making her coffee.
Oh, is that what they were saying?
Yeah,
okay.
Somebody, thank you. Thank you. It's nice to know that we're a part of your Saturday morning routine, and we feel very, very honored and privileged to be a part of that routine. Thank you. What are you up to this morning? It's countdown to Christmas. Have you said a counting down?
Whether you like it or not, we're part of your routine.
No, they have to like it. We can't force it on them. But we're glad that you like it. We're glad. You're counting down to Christmas? Are you? Just on a little tip on your groceries, your shopping. Our favorite shop, Riddles, has all the meat supplies in stock now. I don't know about Firebird roast.
You can lip read.
I didn't see Firebird roast, but goose is out there. Turkey crown is out there. Gammon is out there. All those meats which you normally go for. And they are going for good prices. So go for it now. Don't wait till the last minute. Make room in the freezer. Right. Our greeting. What was our greeting for last week? Our international greeting for last week, from last week?
It was Konnichiwa. No, it wasn't. It was Yasus.
It was Kalimera and Kalispera.
I was close.
From Greece. And yes, today's one, I've gone to the archives and I checked what the international greeting was this time last year. The greeting was from Equatorial Guinea. And it was Mbolo or Mbolani. Hello. Mbolo to one person. Mbolani to a group of people.
Mbolo.
Yes, Mbolo, Mbolani.
Mbolo.
That's
Sounds
it.
Italian. Mbolo.
It's that side of the country. The way their diction is different. You remember bonjour? Remember bonsoir? Remember bula? Remember jambo? Remember habari? Remember sani bonani? How are you all? Konnichiwa, oyaho,
Konnichiwa.
How are you all? Kedu, sava.
I like konnichiwa.
Good morning, guten tag. Que pasa? What's going on? What's going on at your neck of the woods? At this side of the woods, it's what's on your mind. Thank you for letting us into your homes this morning. Let's quickly, we've got a lot for you today. We've got a lot to cover today. Let's quickly go into your comments, my favorite part of the show. The part where we get to dissect what you say. This one is from V. Patney. I know who this person is. My very, 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 very lovely colleague. This is, remember we all prayed for Mommy S, who wasn't feeling well?
Oh, yeah.
This is Mommy S's daughter-in-law, who looks after her with such love. Absolutely enjoyed watching the show. It was very informative, but unfortunately, she's also not been feeling well. And she's rarely, she's been under the weather.
You missed an important part.
Did I?
What do you normally say when I do the...
Oh, please give them the applause. Let's start with the applause.
It's drum roll you normally say.
Oh, drum roll? But you haven't been giving me drum roll, so I've been going with applause. Oh, you've got drum roll. Thank you. Producer who's missed his beat today. Thank you.
I was ready. I got ready. I was expecting you to be like, "Oh my God, we've got a drum roll."
Thank you.
I apologize, folks, for not providing one
because when you
earlier.
don't give me drum roll, I go for the applause. Either I'm happy with. Thank you so much. Get well soon.
You've been
Get well
upgraded.
soon, Miss V. Get well soon. Thank you.
You've been upgraded.
Moving on to Mark Weller. The Riddles segment, he says, was pure gold. Pumpkin pie nearly took me out. DJ Val and
the
those
pumpkin.
Galaxy bars, whether Olive agrees or not. I'm not disagreeing. I just need to sort it out.
The pumpkin. I forgot we had that thing. That was really clever conversation about the pumpkin and the pie squared. That was brilliant, actually.
It's only been a week, you know.
Yeah, I know, but you know, how many shows have I done? And it's just sometimes.
Sorry.
Come on, you know, it's just you always remember your loss. But it's funny how sometimes, you know, looking back, you just remember things that have gone because they're off the spur of the moment. So I go, but the Galaxy bars, yeah, shout going out there to Mummy Ina. She was looking for Galaxy. And Janet McFarlane as well. Elder Clinton's wife was looking for Galaxy for me as well. So the hunt is on, not for Red October, but for Galaxy.
The hunt is on. Thank you. Yes, the pie square joke. Yep, he got it. Alison, the money story with the £5 budget and mayor had me crying with laughter. Parenting level, legendary, and financial responsibility. Absolutely. Like I said, we did our best to make the children money savvy from a very early age. Tell you another one. I'll throw in a quick one here. I gave you Alistair's story. I'll give you Christine's story, daughter's story. And so she was on the phone with one of her friends. And at that point, there was a particular pair of trainers that there's always something they're crazy about. And the friend on the phone was saying to her that it cost £60 at that time. For the trainers. And I heard her say to her friend that, do you know how many hours I need to work with my mum before I make that money? No, thank you. I'm not spending it on just a pair of shoes. And so she doesn't realize I heard her. And in the kitchen, I just went, yes. Finally, you know, because at that point I would take her along. We would take her along for odd jobs. Even sometimes when you were in the art gallery world, you would take her on to do weekend stuff, and we would pay her. You know,
she'd come in and work in the art gallery. Yep.
Yes, so she had. We had to make them aware, or give them some sort of financial awareness. Equate whatever your need is to how it comes about. Not that money just magically appears or your parents are the genies with money. So moving on. Thank you.
It's funny you said that about the whole take it. I remember. I think she even put it on her CV that she used to work in an art gallery as well. Yeah.
Well, they all work with me, and dare you owe any of them money if they did a job with me by the weekend, by Monday, Tuesday, Mom, when are you getting paid? Mom, when are we getting paid? You know, so I'm glad that they went through that, and now they should be able to hopefully. I still intrude anyway. Moving on to Mr. Frank. The exam changes. Did you miss one?
No.
Okay. The exam changes. Do you want to just make sure that we didn't? Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. The exam changes breakdown was so helpful hearing it explained from both education and invigilator experience. Made it click for me. Thank you and shalom. Yes. The one with the invigilator in the house. Yes. And we'll keep you update. We'll watch this space. Whatever updates they have, we will do our best to share it with you when we do know. Moving on to Mr. Femi, he says the chocolate debate had me in stitches. only the show can go from fountains to bounty history to Bourneville philosophy in 60 seconds and still make sense. Keep it up. I think there's a good point to throw in. Funny enough, his name is Femi as well. Uncle Femi from Chaplaincy Upper Holloway.
Oh, okay, yeah.
His verbal feedback was that I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but yours actually makes sense. And that's the same language you're using here. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you. You all inspire us. Maggie, my thespian. The global greeting segment gets better every week. Loved hearing calamari and calasperi today, plus the Fiji throwback. Bula stays undefeated. Really?
Yeah,
Do you
that's
remember
my girl. Bula.
Because it's so
I always
simple.
say Bula.
It's so simple.
When you say, what was it last week? I always say Bula.
Today was Umbola.
Yeah. But
And
one of these
Mbulani.
days, we'll meet someone from Fiji. In fact, I used to have somebody that used to log in lockdown from Fiji.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have to see if I can track her down on Facebook again.
Moving on. Thank you so much, Maggie. Thank you. And Beckett, I love that you brought real life experience to the topic. DJ Val, the invigilator, had me cracking up, but the truth was told.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
I am the invigilator of invigilators.
We try to keep
JSQ certified.
We try. Thank you all ever so much. Muchos gracias. Much appreciated. Let us applause.
Oh,
Drum roll, whichever one, both.
Which one, applause?
Give them both. Thank you so much.
There you go.
I haven't got international news. I just have I've got national news, two segments of national news. One, Remembrance Sunday was last week, but the actual day itself was during the week. Did you do something?
I observed my silence.
There were some people who at work, they observed their 2 minutes.
Yep, 2 minutes
2
silence.
minutes of silence. Did you do that? On Sunday, were you around a church where that was also observed? And do you still have family who remember or who were part of either war, First or Second World War? Do you? If you do, we thank you. We continue. The reason we remember is so that we never forget. The reason we remember is so that the lessons that are learned from those wars somewhat never repeated. History sometimes does repeat itself, but we remember. So their legacy also lives on in however shape or form.
Amen.
Yes. And the next news I have is a bit of a weird one. Don't judge me for this one, please. But I had to bring it in. I just had to. So the safety policy set this is concerning the oil rig workers.
Okay.
There is a new safety policy to do with weight limit for offshore workers. So the North Sea oil and gas rig workers will now be required to weigh under 124.7 points, not even a round figure.
Wow.
124.7 kilograms when fully clothed to ensure they can be safely hoisted onto a rescue helicopter during emergencies, according to a new safety rule from the industry body, OEUK, Offshore Energies UK. You go, well, is that what you're wanting to do?
I was doing the crickets, but yeah.
Oh, the crickets, I didn't hear. Okay.
Wait, no, it does need a...
So what say you? So all of this came from, of course, we've had quite a lot of accidents on a lot of the rigs, and they're saying that the evacuation, it's just a big, the helicopters are not able to cope with weight. So they're not as seamless or as smooth as safety, as the So they're not as compliant in that aspect of the safety regulation. So in order to look at it properly, they've now put a weight limit. Now this is due to come into effect, note, November 2026. So they're now saying that
You got a year to lose weight, guys.
to lose weight. So it forms part of the overall. So they're saying 249 kilogram is the maximum load
How much is that in stone?
for a Coast Guard. Stones. I know kilograms. That's why I kept it in kilograms. So that means that the average weight.
That's a lot. 249 kilos.
So it's a maximum when they hoist, and this will include the person, the stretcher, and the emergency kit. You see what I mean? So they're not just carrying human beings. You see what I mean?
Okay.
So if the person is on a stretcher, they need to account for that weight as well on the helicopter, on top of accounting for the weight of those already in the helicopter. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're saying that when you add all of this, it makes the helicopter sometimes get into trouble as well.
No. The helicopter will definitely get into trouble.
Yes.
They're quite... The whole weight of the helicopter thing is it's a thing, isn't it? You can't have...
Yeah. So guess how many staff they've identified in the UK might be in trouble that are overweight?
Percentage or number?
Number. Could be affected. I'll help you. I'll spare you.
2,000.
5,000. Could be affected by this policy. So they've now, and most other staff are expected to meet the threshold, the new threshold through a gradual weight management. So they're not there, but we know that because they're not so overweight, they will meet that threshold. Now, the rolling out of this new rule is set to begin with a new awareness campaign, which will begin from November. Hence, it's in the news. From now through to January, they're rolling out on all the rigs and sites, and they're saying that workers have time to adapt, like you said, a year to lose weight if you need to, at which point anyone exceeding the weight after November 2026 will not be permitted to travel offshore.
Wow.
So OEUK is urging employers to provide access to weight management and well-being support to help workers meet this new requirement. Now,
I mean, they're oil rig workers,
Okay.
in all fairness. So here's my 7.5 pence worth. That job, number one, the conditions are horrendous out there. Number two, I think you need to be, quite well built.
Well built, huh?
To be able to deal with pulling and the
So
prodding.
they tend to be well built. They tend to be.
Yeah, they're big lads. Don't get me
And
wrong.
women as well.
Well, yeah. So
Yeah, you've got women there as well.
I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, but because of the kind of
The
job,
nature of the job.
that's it. However, I think that idea that there's two things, right? So if they're overweight, it's a safety thing.
Yes.
Because if there's a problem,
some helicopters have
the helicopter would have to come back
crashed.
twice.
Some helicopters apparently have crashed or
Oh.
have got caught fire because they're trying to. The hoisting is the problem. They're saying that the helicopter sometimes needs to be away from the fire or from the danger at a good distance. So they need to be able to hoist and winch them out. That's where the weight becomes a problem.
Okay.
You see it done in movies and it looks easy,
No.
It's not.
I'm completely with you. I am completely with you on it. But it just seems all these years they've been doing it. What's been the issue for, 10, 15 years ago?
But 10, 15 years ago, we didn't have as much accidents as we had. Between 2024 and 2025, there's been a spike in rig accidents.
Okay.
Yes. So that's what's causing all of this. There's always a problem that leads to these things. Okay, that's what say you? What do you think? Do you think it's unfair for these men who are, heavy lifting to be going on a diet, on a cabbage and pumpkin diet?
Just thinking that the I don't know how much the thingy bob weighs, but if you're saying like they have to be under 20 stone, I don't know if that's
what they're saying.
Yeah.
They need to be under 19.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, we'll keep an eye out and see how many get to lose weight.
That's why I didn't work in the oil sea.
Really? Yeah, right. Trust me, for the amount of money they get paid, some of them will be losing that weight.
They get paid rich
serious
money. But
they will
like
be losing that weight.
They're away from their families for significant periods of time. Significant. So it's like 6 weeks on. I think then they do, is it 6 on, 6 off or something like that? It's bizarre. Yeah. They
will be losing that weight, trust me. And those who can't will be benched. Anyhow, moving on. One more. The season is turning. We're coming into the season of shopping, spending, stress, all things merry and all things fraudulent take place in this season. So I thought we would begin, before we go into the merry time, let's set our antennas alert. Let's prepare and just be aware and look out for the scammers, the fraudsters. So
I'm an expert in that area.
Good. That's why
not scamming people, just
So you I've got questions for you. So now the seasons change doesn't mean the fraudsters change their approach. It's still the same thing. So in order to help us all stay one step ahead, here are some of the most common scams to look out for and how to avoid them. I've tried to keep this as simple as I can think. Now, think about it. M&S is still recording. What was it? You're still recovering?
99% loss of sales within the first 6 months.
As a result of a cyber attack. Now, that's the big and high and mighty M&S. If they could... And we're continually, I'm still hearing people around my world still falling for scams. So that's why I thought, you know what? This is still something that we need to keep talking about. Watch out for the impersonator. Who's the impersonator? The popular SMS scams that's pretending text to be someone else. Watch out for that. Or your child, your daughter the one, we even had one at work, believe it or not. Silly. Asking, saying to us that a member had changed their bank details and that do we want them to, is there any form they need to fill out? I looked at, so first of all, anything to do with payroll, contracts, etc., doesn't go to post setup.
Seems weird.
Yeah, doesn't go to, we don't, that comms doesn't really go to, when members generally tend to use the official email. And thankfully, as always, it was really early in the morning and I picked that up. Really early in the morning. And so I said, okay, as I didn't reply to that personal email, thankfully. I replied to her work email and I said to her to do the right thing. I forwarded the email to her work email and I replied. She then replies and says, that's not even my email address. I go, what? So of course, immediately we reported it, blocked it, etc., etc. And I thought, what boldness. Through all the firewalls we have, this email still came through. And then I asked her, you need to look at your system and make sure that you're protected and you haven't left yourself vulnerable in any way for somebody. Said, that's not even But for the person, I said, for whoever wants to know your work, and what also struck me was we have a rule of saying to members, don't make requests to our personal work emails. We've got the department shared inboxes. So that was what even got my attention. That annoyed me a bit. That, are people still doing this? But still.
Email's the easiest way to catch you.
Easiest. Emails are super. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the text message as offering you household and winter fuel support, and even claiming that you have unpaid parking fines. That's another one where they get you. You go, what? Where did I get it? I haven't been anywhere. If you get an unpaid parking fine, it will come through the post. They will not be calling
send
you.
you a text.
They will not be calling you or sending you a text message.
Call you, and there's a reason why. Because they want you to pay the money, the default on the payment. So there's no reason why they would ever call you to say, excuse me, would you mind paying for your parking ticket? Because after 14 days it doubles, and after 28 days it doubles. So they're not going to do that.
No, so they send it by post. It will come as a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, the non-existent job role. I've recently heard of this. You know, after being contacted about a job opportunity, you're being told to complete repetitive tasks for commission. Then you're being asked to pay to unlock your earnings. I said to the person, why would you pay to get paid? Doesn't make sense. Think about it. Why would you get paid to get paid? So be aware of that one. Next, the fake investment opportunity. Scammers will promise unrealistic returns, then lock your money away, demanding fees to withdraw it. These often come endorsed by well-known celebrities, but this too, my friends, is fake. Please. Last but by no means the least, criminals can take to social media to sell cheap or counterfeit items. In the buying process, they steal your data, and you probably won't receive any goods. Dodgy listings often have unrealistic pricing or come equipped with suspicious reviews or none at all. So, stay safe. What you need to do? Never share your OTP. What's an OTP, DJ Val?
One-time password.
Never share that. No reputable seller will be asking you for that. Check that any links are secure and match it to their website. I tell you one that happened to me recently. Remember the one about the Russell and Bromley shoe site? Yeah, I sent it to you and Alistair, thankfully, because I always get them to verify everything for me, but that came through Instagram, so I thought, okay, but I sent it to them to look, and in seconds Alistair just called out to me, Mum, that's a fake Instagram page.
He's been trained well with the ways of the force.
I don't do anything without cross-checking or verifying. He just literally, Mom, have you done anything? That I said, no, I just sent it to you guys to check. I was like, one of my favorite shoe shops was doing a sale.
I mean, there's some really easy rules with this stuff.
Scammers. Check that the link matches the website's URL. If they call you directly, hang up and call using a number from the website. Go to the website. If you're familiar with it, go to the website. Call back with a number from the website. In that way, if the number from the website is then dodgy, you can then report the website right away. Do you understand? Don't be pressured. There's always a sense of urgency with fraudsters. Oh, it's a one-time offer. It's a one-time offer. I said, really? But I didn't want to spend any money today. So you're not giving me any offer because I still have to spend something. I don't want to spend any money. There's always a sense of urgency. The deal is only for a limited period. Last but by no means the least, always use secure payment options. Don't pay to anybody's bank directly or any unsecure money transfer app.
There's many reasons why you shouldn't do that anyway. But
tell us, DJ Val.
So, I mean, the first one is if you pay somebody privately for any goods or service, You've made a bank transfer. The correct way to do it is via a debit card. And if you use a debit card, then you can claim indemnity if you don't receive the goods that you need. More importantly, if you're doing anything online, you should really use a credit card. Then again, there's some really good debit cards, but a credit card offers you extra protection.
Yes.
So if anything does go wrong, the credit card company is quick to pay you back your money, and you're not getting yourself in debt because you're buying the thing. You've got the cash, so as soon as you use the credit card, you can pay off whatever the balance is immediately. But for any of those kind of things, better to use a credit card. Never, as the Real Deal said, never be pressured. That's a great tactic. One time only.
Yeah.
50% off.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
It's wonderful. Yeah, it's so unbelievable. It's not true. And just never, ever fall for it, no matter how good it might seem. And if you do, just bear in mind, there's a good possibility you are going to be cheated. So if that's the case, pay by credit card. Okay, that's the other thing. And then the email thing as well, like the websites, always check the URL. Never click anything that comes into your inbox, because that's such an easy thing for you to end up
Especially
going
your
around.
spam box.
Yeah, it's so easy for you to click on something and it just goes somewhere else. Funny enough, I was talking about this on my morning walk when, when you get a notification to say someone's trying to access your account.
Mm-hmm.
So they now spoof that as well.
Really?
Yeah. So it'll be like, oh, someone's trying to access your account, and you go, oh my God, oh, you need to reset. And then you then click on it and you've been got again. So if that ever happens, never do it from the email that you receive. Better still, go into the app, go into the service itself, and then just follow the necessary steps from in there as well. So just some basic things will always keep you safe. The job one, these recruiters, how they work is they will always try to message you on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Now, I have a rule. If I did not invite you to my WhatsApp,
you have no place
what
there.
in the blue moon are you? That's my private social media.
Yeah.
So someone says, oh, just message me on WhatsApp. I said, no, sorry, my WhatsApp's not for you. You can text me, so if something just appears like that, just ignore it.
Delete.
Or delete.
Ooh,
or do whatever.
I'm an expert at delete.
But if you're not sure,
delete.
If anything comes up in your mind, like, hold on a second, delete. Especially if you haven't been looking for a job, and out of the blue, someone now says, oh, we've got this great job. All you need to do is stay at home and we're going to pay you some ridiculous amount of money.
Seriously.
If that was the case, everybody would do it. Nobody would be at work. So that's reality. So as they say in that show, remember that show that they used to do, Hustle? Remember their thing? They say, you can never swindle an honest man.
Yeah. Okay. So you be alert. Okay. Moving on. So last week, we had said that I didn't have any favorite chocolates, but that I was going to talk to you about my favorite podcasts.
I thought he was going to say favorite chocolate then, and just
the Lamborghini. What did you call yourself?
Lamborghini Level Service.
That's your name.
LLS.
Okay.
Someone called me that at work. I didn't make it up myself. Honestly speaking,
Lamborghini Level Service.
You got to get the background. So you got to get the background. I had to do something, right? And I was working with. It wasn't an investigation, but there was, like a staff member that's a problem, and everybody they come up against this guy like a brick wall, and of course, enter LLS, and I got this guy singing from the rafters, everything. So much so the guy actually thanked me for taking the time out to be with him, because I've just got such a warm level and, made a connection with him. And, my colleague, she goes, I've never seen that happen before. It was just brilliant the way that you handled it. I said, yeah. Then she said, Lamborghini Level Service. Then she joked. She said Bugatti level as well.
Not Rolls Royce yet, huh?
I'll take
We're
Lambo.
coming up,
I'll take a Lambo.
Lambo's all right.
Lamborghini
Okay.
level.
Lamborghini level service asked me what were who did I have any favorite podcasts? I said yes, I do, because I listen to quite a lot of things. So I've narrowed it down to 2 because those are the ones I tend to listen to a bit more. I listen to others, and the 2 are drum roll.
Oh.
The Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett. This one. And the second one is the Huberman Lab. You heard of him?
Drum roll?
Yeah, give both of them. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about them, right?
Oh, please. I know about the Diary of a CEO, but I've never heard of
What do you know about him?
He was on the Dragon's Den. He's an internet... he's a social media marketer. That's kind of like his space, online marketing and sales.
Marketing
he
company.
Was the youngest dragon.
Dragon, yes, he was.
To go on the dragon. He's mixed heritage, so he's got Nigerian parentage.
Is it? He was born in Botswana.
Yeah, he's got Nigerian parents, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
One of his parents is Nigerian.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Didn't know that. Interesting. Didn't see that anywhere. But I saw that he was born in Botswana. Yes. Youngest ever dragon. He's a founder of the media and investment company Flight Story and co-founder of the software company Third We. So he brings these inspiring, gifted, talented people in their own sphere. They are so gifted and talented. So he brings these people.
I'll flash it up on the things.
Influential, great thinkers, expert thinkers in their various fields. He's so curious. That's what I like about him. He engages with his guests with a view to really just draw out all the golden nuggets on our behalf. And I must say, I've learned a lot from him. So where I'm not necessarily interviewing like he is, I'm learning to deliver from that angle of delivering the golden nuggets.
Okay. No. It's I watch people like that because I want to learn things as well.
Yes.
So not just their content, but their particular style and what they're doing.
Yes.
As well.
So he's interviewing day in, day out. But the general approach of getting the best out of that person's skill set is what I really emulate from him. And he asks the questions from the user's perspective, from the listener's perspective. So that's when I began to go into that head where what is it that our listeners can benefit from? So where I'm not pulling that information from somebody else, how can I deliver it to our listeners and viewers from an angle that becomes relevant to them? So I can tell you, it was from him that I learned that. That's why I picked him.
Oh, not from me?
No, what you did for me was encourage me to lean into my strengths. Now, the details, the devil in it, and all the other bits, one of the other people, but I would say more him. So you were the framework. You encouraged how the framework came about, which was, again, I wasn't quite sure. You know, as many of you know, and I say all the time, this really wasn't my show to start with. This was Alistair V's show, and I felt like I was just stepping in for a short while. But even at that stepping in for a short while, it took me a long time to even come into it. You know, so from the first time we talked about me doing a show to when I finally did a show, I think there was a gap of about 2 years.
Yeah,
But
it
yeah,
was.
it was a long time. So, and that's because I was really scared of social media. Like I've said, I don't do well in the front line or in front of the camera. I don't do well with it. So this is all a learning process for me as well. And I thank you, the listeners, for also your encouragement has kind of helped me come into my own in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so of course, and then another thing I like about him, he is a philanthropist and an advocate for so many charities and lesser known causes. But one that he champions is the Prince of Wales Homeward initiative, which focuses on homelessness. But that's just one of many other things that he does. Second one, Huberman Lab. The reason
what do they do there?
now, Mr. Andrew Huberman, that's his name. Mr. Andrew is something else. He's an associate professor of neurobiology and ophthalmology. Now, this man has degrees and certificates from here to a mile long.
I don't know.
Well,
I probably maybe if I watch it, then I will
yes.
Yeah, I probably go, oh.
Yes. So you all know I'm big on the mind. I'm big on the cognitive. I'm big on the making that dots between our cognitive function, our mind, and our spirit. I'm big on that. And so some of his podcasts attracted me. The connection between the mind and wellness, the connection between the brain and the mind. So that's the sort of thing he talks about. He makes science feel easy and useful to your daily life, if that makes sense. He explains how again, our mind, our bodies all work in reality. You know, and he breaks it down in such simple terms. So things like your subdural hematoma, all those kind of things, he breaks it down. It's just a little bleed on this side, you know, that kind of a thing. It's just a little that, and this is how we get into the brain. So, and this is how, if you work out, this is what happens. He describes how the oxygen goes. So, you know, he's just
okay.
He breaks it down, and so accolades is not enough. He writes theses. He works from the Huberman Lab, and of course he himself has been featured on many platforms: Time, BBC, Scientific America, Discovery, and all of that. But so through a combination of his academic research, innovative experiments, and effective science communication, he's been able to bridge that gap between lab discoveries and real life applications.
Okay.
So, you know, it's that connection he makes with what he does: brain development, visual. So his specialty, of course, is neuro and ophthalmology. So he talks a lot about the brain science and visual repair, from blinding disease such as glaucoma and again, he talks a lot about the connection between stress, resilience, and how the plasticity of the brain responds to all of these things. So he's, of course, received and he's also received lots of awards and lots of criticism from other maybe stuffy scientists who say that that his claims have limited evidence. So
you always find people.
Like that because where he, like we always say, remember, when you're taking natural supplements and natural remedies, the claim is this has been shown to support. Unlike some scientists, they want definitive. They want to know that yes, paracetamol will ease your pain by how many %. But meanwhile, we can't tell that lemon and ginger can ease your cold by how many percent, if you know what I mean? So he gets that sort of pushback or criticism. But these are my two
All right, that's
favorite
two. We will put the details up so that you guys can see them and be able to enjoy them as well. Interestingly enough, because we're nearly out of time.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, all of those are video podcasts.
They're all video. Yeah. Like us, they're all video. So it's easy for me when I'm just chilling to listen to them. And again, with him, he makes science fun. I really hey, look for him, find him, tell him that you got to know about him from a lady called Olive on What's on Your Mind. Okay. I
listen to one podcast regularly, believe it or not. So I watch Mr. Bartlett when it comes up in clips. There's only one podcast I religiously download every week. You know what it is? I
know the podcast, but that's not what we're talking about today. You asked me my favorite podcast.
So nobody wants to know what my podcast is. Okay.
Your favorite podcast is the one you work on. We know that.
Well, that's one I do work on, and I would say it's a great opportunity for those of you who don't know about where to get the podcast for What's on Your Mind. YouTube is the video version of the podcast. So you can, find video. That's what they call it now, video podcast. Yeah. Alternatively, we're also in the Apple Podcast Store and on Spotify and probably on other affiliated kind of platforms as well, that then take it out and splice it and send it to wherever and whatever. But we happily sit in the Apple Podcast Store and on Spotify. So.
Yeah, someone did say to me that they found it easy to share the ones from Spotify because she knew that the person would listen to it because of the commute.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so whatever version works for your loved ones. If the video works, fine. If the audio the audio works for some, fine. Please do share. That's the reason we're doing this. It's not really for us. It's really, like I said, to educate and bring that awareness.
Okay. Shout outs. I have just one. Vaishali, I've got two. Get well soon, darling. Get well soon. Get well soon. And then birthday, I gave Mrs. Harris hers because hers was over the weekend, but we did hers last week. So this week is my lovely, 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 lovely colleague, Miss Nasika. Hello, Nasika. Hope you had a good day. I know she's listening. Happy birthday, Nasika.
Shout out to you and shout out to the boys.
Got one more to do.
One more? Who else? Who have I missed?
Spiky.
Oh, how could I? My
Spiky
darling.
John.
My brother from another mother. How
Mr.
could
Spy
I?
Cat.
How could I? Happy birthday, darling. Happy birthday. And we'll catch up with you. Again, remember, we're waiting for your special family, loved ones.
Shout outs.
Yes. Some have started bringing them in now. Thank you for that.
Lamborghini level service.
Thank you so much for those a few came in last week. Thank you for those who've brought it in. So please, one more reminder. No, we'll give you two more reminders. Like I said, if we get them all in, we would know how much it is, and then it will allow us to plan the time for it. If we need one show for it, if we need two shows for it, listen, this is your show. We'll give it to you. Okay? Thank you.
All right. I think that's it. So, okay. Over to you to round up the show.
May the good Lord keep you.
Because last week, somebody said I didn't do it well.
You did?
Didn't like that comment. That wasn't nice.
We were so out of town, so we accepted whatever prayer. And yes, that's another feedback we get a lot. Everybody says we just love the closing prayer. Everything we do, it starts and ends with the good Lord. And I hope many people are not feeling well. They're under the weather. I hope you're all good and you're protecting yourself from the elements. It's getting wet, and it remains wet. And again, protect your physical health, protect your mental health, protect your physical environment by being alert and aware of what the scammers so that we don't give them any inch to get in and steal our joy over and our peace over the holidays. So do be alert. Father, we thank you for the opportunity and the gift of another day. We thank you for allowing us this time. We thank you, Lord, and we commit your people into your hands. Those who are not feeling well, we ask for healing. We ask that you strengthen them.
Thank you, Jesus.
Lord, we commit the new week into your hands. Those families celebrating Remembrance Week Day, we ask that you continue to strengthen them and keep them.
Jesus.
For those who've lost loved ones, we got the sad news that Pastor Douglas Goodman passed away during the week. We just commit his family into your hands. We commit the church as a whole as well into your hands. And we ask that as he ran his race with valor, that those of us who are still on this side will continue to run our race with integrity and with looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Father, we thank you. Do not render evil for evil, but remember, be the light that you want to see and be. We love you.
And
Au
we
revoir.
are gone.
What's on your mind? Let's talk it out with Olive and Val. There's
What's on your mind? Let's talk it out with Olive and Val. There's never a doubt. Morning vibes that feel so fine. Tune in now, it's breakfast time.